So today I made a voice mode to call Claude on my computer, and I'm really trying to figure out the right architecture for this. And honestly, I probably don't have it, but it's a first step in the right direction. So I now have a contact which I can call from my phone and also call via Siri, which is really nice. Picks up after like 3 seconds, and I hear a response from Jarvis, from my AI agent on the other end. And I use mainly Claude Code Sessions, and I have like my system of my folders set up where Claude has all the context it needs. And I would kind of want to like hook into that one directly with voice, but I don't know a good way to do it right now. So what I've set up instead is that the voice is actually a completely separate agent. I'm using right now the one from OpenAI, and I don't know if this is the best choice, but I got it recommended for me, and I didn't actually explore the other options. I want one that feels very nice to talk to. It feels human-like. It responds quickly. It's made for voice, and it also understands interruptions. If it's talking too long and you like jump in and interrupt it, it should understand that natively. So there's a lot of hacks where you use like a main. The different approach would be to use a main like Cloud Code textual coding agent or something, and then you kind of hack in voice on top of that, which is more primitive like text to speech and speech to text and like very explicit turn detection. And that works. It's powerful. It works hands free, but it doesn't feel smooth to talk to. I really wanted like a voice mode that feels smooth to talk to, like the voice mode in ChatGPT. And so that's what I tried to make, and it works decently well. It's not as smooth as the app, and there's more delay, and I really got to figure out the agent orchestration and everything. So there's a bunch of issues right now, but it does work. It does work. So I can call it, and I essentially use this since it's a separate agent and it's an OpenAI agent instead of a Cloud agent. I have to choose like the harness, like which tools it should have, or MCP servers or context or whatever. And so I just gave it like very basic tools. The only tools it has is essentially just to start Cloud Code sessions or resume Cloud Code sessions or to list the Cloud Code sessions or to stop Cloud Code sessions. So the only thing the voice agent can do is to orchestrate Cloud Code sessions on my Mac. And that means by default, if I ask you to do anything, it will start a Cloud Code session in the correct like directory where we have all the context, and then that Cloud will be able to do anything, which means I can now remotely, when I'm not on my computer, from my phone or just via Siri, via AirPods or whatever, call this thing, ask it to check on all the sessions that are running. Are they running fine? Are they waiting for my input? Whatever, I can give my input through voice. Or I can start new sessions. Maybe I get an idea and I want to launch this on my computer right now. Maybe it's gonna like run an hour. Or maybe I want to just orchestrate like three things in parallel and tell me as the updates are streaming in. And this all works, although especially the parallel stuff is a little bit finicky, but it does work in principle. So the current stack is a phone number from Twilio. It's a US number. I'm gonna get a Norwegian number. Just have to wait for an approval process. So I call the number. It's forwards to OpenAI or to see. I don't even I don't even know. It either forwards to OpenAI or to my machine via funnel, and then my machine forwards to OpenAI. I'm not sure. Connects to a GPT real-time model hosted by OpenAI, and then it's like live streaming the audio. Yeah, everything goes via my machine. So it goes from the phone call to Twilio, forwards it to my machine, which forwards it to OpenAI back to my machine. So my machine is like the center point, a daemon there. It handles the audio back and forth and exposes the tools, which can then run the Cloud Code sessions on my machine. And it works pretty well, but the delay is still a little bit slow, so I wish it could be faster, but I'm not sure what to do about that. And yeah, in this chat, I've been calling with it, and then I've been having Cloud Code monitor the logs as we're calling to kind of debug issues. And this is just the end. It's been working quite well, and we did some smart system prompting and some like auto updates injected because sometimes it goes quiet and you want it to kind of like follow up on something for you. Sometimes I wanted to monitor a Cloud Code session running and tell me when updates happen. But they have a tendency to just answer like, hey, I'm going to do that. And then they just stop and they never actively check. So we put in this loop thing, and whenever it runs, it can like choose to stay quiet or choose to surface updates. Yeah, working quite well. Again, this was supposed to be a quick build this morning and ended up taking like the whole day with debugging and weird edge cases for a final feature that does not even work so well. So I'm not sure if I'm happy with the time investment, but it has been interesting, and it's very fun to now be able to actually essentially remote control into all my Cloud Code sessions. from a pretty smooth voice native interface.